Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends. We're trying to understand our religion and practice the way we're supposed to by continuing to read the life of our Prophet, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Again, before continuing, I'd like to read a little bit more from the book Ethics of Islam. The fortune of not following the desires of the nafs is the highest treasure of this world. For the nafs is the greatest of all veils between Allah Ta'ala and His slaves. Sa'd bin Abdullah Tustari, who lived in the year 283, the Hijri year 283, Rahimahullah Ta'ala, said, "The best of all worships is to not follow the desires of the nafs." Let us continue. The horse that Mâliq was on had been freed from the ground only after that prayer by our Prophet. At that moment, something like smoke was rising skyward from where the horse's legs sunk into the ground. Surâqa was lost in amazement, and due to all that had occurred, he understood that Muhammad alaihissalam had always been protected. He had witnessed many things. At last he said, "O Muhammad, I am Surâqa bin Mâliq. Please, have no doubt about me. I promise you, I will not do anything which you do not like. Your people pledged to give many rewards to those who will catch you among your friends." He explained one by one what the Quraysh polytheists planned to do, even offered food and camel for the journey. But our beloved Prophet did not accept and said, "O Surâqa, unless you embrace Islam, I do not need nor want your camel nor cattle. Just conceal the fact that you saw us. That's enough." Ibn Sa'd narrates, when Surâqa said, "Command me what you wish," to our Master Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Stay in your homeland. Do not allow anyone to reach us." Anything was possible when Allah Ta'ala wished it. When he was trusted sincerely and followed on his path, incomprehensible incidents occurred. Surâqa bin Mâliq, who had set off with a greed for gaining large booties by killing our Master, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he then became a mild-tempered child. The Almighty Allah Ta'ala had turned Surâqa's heart to goodness so that he would not harm his darling. Of course, Allah Ta'ala would not leave his darling sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he was his beloved Prophet that he sent as a mercy so that people would attain endless bliss in this and the next worlds. Then Surâqa backtracked. He never told anyone that he met with the Prophet and what he had experienced. Glad tidings, the Master of the world is coming. Our Master, the Prophet, Hadrat Abu Bakr, Amir bin Fuhaira, and their guide Abdullah bin Uraykid arrived in the village Quba in the first year of Hijrah. On the 8th of Rabiul Awwal month, on Monday, the 6th, 2020, Hijrah, mid-morning. That day became the beginning of Muslims' Hijri Samse. They stayed in the house of a Muslim named Kulsum bin Hidim. There they constructed their first masjid. He performed the first Friday prayer and the first khutbah, homily sermon, in the Qubba Valley. Qubba Masjid is praised by a verse which reports, Masjid, which was established by taqwa, piety, which was in Tawbah Surah 108. Meanwhile, Hadrat Ali, who had stayed in Mecca, sat in the place where our Master Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would always attend in the Kaaba Sharif. He made an announcement by saying, "Those who have entrusted goods to Rasulullah Karam alaihi wasallam for safekeeping, may they come and receive them." Everybody came, took their goods by declaring their claims. Thus, the entrusted goods had been delivered to their owners. Isabi Guzin those who had stayed in Mecca Mukarramah had recourse to Hadrat Ali. As long as Rasulullah's home of bliss was in Mecca, Hadrat Ali stayed there too. Some time later, our master Rasulullah ordered his household goods to be brought to Medina Munawwarah. Allah's lion, Hadrat Ali, went to the place where the Quraysh disbelievers assembled. He said to them, Inshallah ta'ala, I'm going to Medina in Munawwarah tomorrow. Do you have anything to say? Tell me while I am still here. All of them bowed their heads and said nothing. In the morning, Hadrat Ali collected the belongings of our master Rasulullah and then took to the journey along with the al-Ibait of our master Rasulullah and his own relatives. He reached our master Rasulullah in Kuba, having had foot sores at his feet were bleeding, and the end of his journey, during which he hid in the daytime and walked on foot in the nights. He was so tired that he could not go to the presence of our master the Prophet. Wa alaikum salam.